Yeah. Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the Dollar Hour. I am Deontay Burton, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. We got an awesome show planned for you guys tonight. Here's the deal, and I want to give you guys some advice because everybody done been through the pandemic. Everybody been through kind of, you done had your chance to get a little PPP money, a little disaster money, and now your bank account looking different. So tonight's show, what we're going to be discussing is how they keep your business open during hard times. Because we know what done happened.
Right.
That tax refund money done came. You done party at the club, made it rain.
Right.
And now your life is back to damn normal. Again, how to keep your business open during hard times. Before we get started, I want to say what's up to my awesome producers, DJ Lab.
What's going on, brothers? It's another Thursday.
Hey, man. Absolutely, man. I'm ready and reinvigorated, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what's up? The mother producer, Slick 316. What's happening with your reach?
She in the build.
Okay. Well, listen, man, like I always do, rehash the previous week. This past, we had changed the live last week, and I announced, we had just finished the end of tax season. The first time we done did it.
So are you totally done? You got looks?
No, hell no. Yeah, probably a couple weeks. Yeah, everybody got extensions in, so that probably by the middle of May.
Oh, okay.
We'll have everything in. So we did real good, man. So by the middle of May, everything be done cleared out. So. Want to tell everybody again, thanks for the successful tax season with Majestic Business Services. Did great, real good, and I appreciate everybody, all the love and support. I went down to Charlotte, hung out with my people, man. Let my batteries charge up.
Right.
Hey, I did something that I had never done for the first time.
Okay.
I did axe throwing.
We've done that before.
Man.
We've done that on one of the Slick birthdays a while back. It is not as easy as it seems.
Man. I had a good time, man. But,
right.
I went early in the day, but I can tell you, son, I can just imagine at nighttime you can F something up, boy.
The drinks get it big.
Yeah, man. Because I done had a couple drinks, and I'm sitting there like,
you're not measuring it like this, are you?
My little short ass arms, that damn axe going everywhere. But I had a good time. So that is, I had one to try, so that is off my bucket list. So I had a good time.
Well deserved.
Deserved. Man, I appreciate it. Big shout out to my son Chris Burton. Chris had his regional track meet today. Chris came one short from going to the state. Top 4 go. He came in 5th. So, but I told him, yeah, man, appreciate that. I told Chris how proud of him, but big shout out to my boy Chris Burton. Also, give a shout out to my oldest son Torrin. He the head. That was Chris run for Jonesboro High School. My oldest son Torrin is the head track coach at Luella High School in Hampton. They are the region runner-ups. So he just takes me a picture of his trophy. The head track coach up there. So his school be Chris school. They whole different region. But they had their region meet today. So T the head coach up there. So they were the region runner-up. So he got a couple kids should go to the state. So this is the first year head coaching, man, and first year coaching period. Yeah, done pretty well. So I'm pretty proud of all of them, man.
They did pretty good, huh?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I don't think I do it for the dad blueprint.
So you already laid it out for him.
Do what I tell you. We say, do what I tell you to do.
Right. So simple.
Yeah, but serious business, man. I'm proud of both of them, man. Again, thanks to everybody for all the love and support. Again, this is the Dollar Hour. I am Deontay Burton, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. Mr. Short Dollar, we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and investing. We have close to 400 videos, might be right at 400 now videos on the YouTube channel, covering business operation, business management, business finance. Right now, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, and the main hub, which is the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar. So if you whatever platform you're looking at, please make sure you follow and subscribe to that. But make sure you get to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar. That's the main hub for all the videos. So make sure you subscribe there. And follow us there as well. Make sure that bell to get a notification each time we have a video.
That's right.
Quick housekeeping thing, guys, before we get started. As always, tonight's topic again, how to keep your business open during hard times. If you have any question outside of that, please hold all your questions to the end of the show. And I promise you, I answer your questions, okay?
That's right.
All right.
Speaking of Twitter, your boy Elon and bought Twitter, but have you seen the little post that they've been putting up lately? Last couple of days, it's been his Twitter his Twitter profile, and under been saying little stuff like, I done bought Twitter. Now I'm gonna delete it so y'all can get back to y'all regular real life. Then it's like, next is Coke, and I'm gonna put the cocaine back in.
You man, we discussed this, man. Before, and you start doing any kind of research about, the history of Elon Musk and his brother, and how they was on that when they made PayPal, and how he
Right.
just gave that story about they was living in a paying what $20 a week or some little number, staying in somebody over somebody's garage,
Garage, right.
and they eating pizza all day, coding, and going to the YMCA to take
Uh-huh.
baths to what it is now. I mean, that's just that kind of dedication. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Just to sit here and do that, and you got your Teslas and SpaceX. It
Uh-huh.
was that battery company, that solar
Uh-huh.
panel. Just to go, you think about, you start off in a room with your brother. Y'all ain't doing that all day long, but coding and going taking baths at the Y, to be, just to be
Richest man
my
in the world.
woo 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 woo
That's called the payoff, ain't it?
woo woo. He ain't near Bezos yet. He ain't.
No, he passed him.
He passed Bezos.
Oh yeah, he been passed. He passed Bezos by 100 billion.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he like 294 billion.
Wow.
Bezos is like 194 billion.
So Bezos second.
Yeah,
Okay,
he been past Bezos last year.
I didn't know that.
At one point, he was at 350 billion.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Damn, Poochie. I didn't know that.
yeah.
I kind of pride myself kind of knowing stuff like that.
Right.
Appreciate that, Lab. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he been past him.
Dang, man. And but just think about it. Even just still putting in perspective. Like, man, what it take for you just sit there, you be in a little room, and y'all doing that, just had that whole thought process. You hear them guys like that, just from where they started it.
To where they at now.
Yeah, just that huge big picture out of the box thinking. And that's why I always try to just say with parents, like, don't ever tell your child something they thinking is stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
you hear that, and all them guys kind of have a similar story, how they just thought outside the box. I remember, Tony Hawk, the skateboarder. And he said, well, all his daddy friends were tripping on him because they're tripping on his daddy, like, because they sons were going to college. His daddy really didn't, even though you knew his daddy wasn't comfortable with what he was doing with skateboarding. Yeah, he sat there and looked at it, but you looking at it talking about, I don't know how big the company. I know at that time when they had that interview, it was a $50 million company, but just not really shutting your kids out. Innovation, just thinking and stuff like that. And I think a lot of times we as parents kind of stifle that. A lot of times we're doing that. So, man, that's what's up, man. God, dog. That was huge about Twitter.
Yeah. With no problem. They said hostile takeover. The next day it was like, nah, we gonna give it to him. Man, you can't pass up a 54. I think it was like 10% of 20% more per share that he was offering.
Well, at the end of the day, you prolonging the obvious. So you do it anyway,
He already owned 10% of the company.
That's what I'm saying. Big shout out to Elon Musk and all the future Elon Musk out there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might get a short dollar.
Right?
Yeah, that's what's happening, man. But again, tonight's show discussing how to keep your business open during hard times. And, I want to have this discussion because a lot of people going down that road of entrepreneurship. We're experiencing the great resignation, and so many people leaving their jobs, and they say they want to get out of the plantation.
Right.
Stop hitting the time clock. Don't do no more 9 to 5.
Right.
Be your own boss. I done heard it all. And it's cool, man. It's cool. You get to making a little bit of money. Everything going good. And then you guys hit that damn brick wall. And you trying to figure out what to do. And so many people, when they hit those brick walls, they panic. And what they do? Now I don't see they go back, and I know you said it was cool if I want to come back to my job. So can I come on back? Right. And everything. I put the tail between the legs. Or you got to start back looking. And sometimes, and I understand everybody had different stories in regards to how their life is, especially if you got a family and liabilities and things like that. But it do something to you when things don't work out. I've had businesses fold myself personally, but I always kind of look at myself. I probably the good thing about me, I'm a very analytical, overthinker person. The bad part about me, I overthink stuff.
Right.
But to the good part, I'm always thinking of ways to combat things that happen. So I really ain't had nothing hurt me where I couldn't really recover from them. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? And I want to have this discussion with people. But so if you all going into entrepreneurship or currently in business and things like that, have that discussion to give you guys some ideas and tips to be able to navigate when you do hit those brick walls, when you do get things stagnant, you can't go any further, how you can adjust or survive those particular things.
Okay.
When we remember what happened in 2020, everybody hit the pandemic,
Mhm.
and that was, I don't know any other time. I wasn't in the Great Depression or nothing like that. I remember the market crash 08, 09. And I remember what that did with me and my the cleaning business. But pandemic was different. That's what pretty much everything was closed.
Right.
Not just a particular industry or a particular market. Everything.
Everything.
And you know, people just at a funky spot.
Mhm.
And you got businesses closing left and right. And even when they start doing some of the income injections, through the government with the PPP and the disaster loans, hell, let's keep it real. The person that's making 100,000 and the person that's making 20,000, both of them really one damn check away from damn homelessness.
Right.
It's just the person 100,000 make more money,
Mhm.
but he got way more expensive
Some
bills.
stuff. Right.
So again, people making all this money, they would lose. People weren't doing that, they were losing it. This person here probably more comfortable because they used to not
Right. He used to
when
struggle.
yeah. This MF jumping out of buildings and stuff.
He ain't used to that struggle.
I can't go to the golf course.
Right.
No.
Gotta wash my own car.
Oh God. What do you mean wash my own clothes?
Right.
So that kind of stuff really threw a lot of folks off. So not knowing how to pivot, knowing how to adjust is critical.
Mhm.
And so now what you did have also, again, we started talking about people getting all those cash infusions, getting that money and stuff, starting these particular businesses. And it's great, but a lot of them never had any formal business training or business education. So they had actual skill sets. So let me go start my lawn business. Let me start Ubering. Let me start electrical, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But they had never been through it. And it's cool getting money.
Mhm.
Everybody love getting money.
Yeah.
But like from that legendary New Edition song, Sunny Days. Everybody
loves them.
But baby, can you stand the rain?
Right.
Yeah. When that rain coming, are you gonna handle it?
Right.
Do you got an umbrella?
So legendary.
That's legendary. Baby, can you stand the rain?
Right.
Sure, boy. Boy, that rain. Hell, lab, I'm going through a damn. I ain't getting no money. Salon closing. Going through a divorce.
Right.
Hey, I'm here with Lab. Hey, boy, I'm here like, oh Lord, dude, what's next?
You trying to walk through the raindrops?
My whole damn life was a tsunami. The government, the economy, and my ex-wife taking my money. Shit. Ooh, boy. I got a story to tell, boy. We finished this show. Hell, me, you, and Reed, we sitting there, I'm going finishing that whole bottle up by myself. Mm-hmm. Hope she don't take this money. Hope she don't take that money. And I ain't making money going. I can't make none. So I do, again, just with, in all seriousness, I do want to be able to share this, my knowledge in regards to giving you guys some tips that are in business, that how your business is going, what you need to do when things be able to start to slow down for your particular business. Because a lot of times people are always thinking about the good part of business, making your own money. Like we said, the whole freedom piece, to be able to move and do what you want to do, but they never really taking the time to think about the bad part about business. And when I say bad part, we can use all kind of different kind of adjectives, whatever you feel like. But there is a very difficult part of being in business, and I always kind of look at myself in particular. I take it all. I love doing what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 100% self-employed, and I have a lot of pitfalls and things I got to adjust to and everything like that. But I always say I try to prepare for it. Are you ready for everything to happen? Absolutely not.
Right.
But what you try to do is try to mitigate your losses as much as possible. Is that camera on?
Yeah.
Okay, so that reason what I'm saying, 'cause I know here.
Yeah. Well,
so what were you?
They were acting up today.
So I'm still there. I got you. Okay.
I meant to tell you that when we got to talking.
Cause I remember last time I just stuck here and all there. Okay, cool.
Look at that one.
I got you.
This one's on and that one's on.
I got you. Okay.
Okay, my bad.
No.
Little house cleaning.
I just got to think because they want to look crazy. Everybody like, why does he keep looking over there in the camera right there?
That's
okay, good.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, while we looking at that camera, mom say, "Hey, she
What's
proud of you. She love you."
Oh, appreciate it, Mom. Love you too. See how my mom tune in every one of my shows.
That's right. That's right. That's called support.
Yeah, support.
I would want to see you posting when your family supposed to be the one. what they say? Your family supposed to be the one support you, but they don't even. Yeah.
Yeah, my mama at every show.
Right.
Every show. I appreciate it, Mama.
Religiously.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna give you guys a couple steps to take in regards to what you need to do to keep your business open during hard times. Because again, as long as you stay in business, you're gonna have some success, but you're definitely gonna have some hard times. Maybe have more difficult or challenging time they have successful. But if you're doing everything right, the successful things will far outweigh them. But the key thing is when you get ready to go through, what's up, little bit? I see my sister. Oh, my sister's like, what about me? Clown. Hey, little bit.
Hey,
my sister Camellia. She's tuned in. She's on Instagram. What's up, little bit?
Hey, you know what you said, little bit. My mama used to be called little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they used to call my mama a little bit.
Yeah. But, hey, Lab. She's tuned in. What about me? Hey, baby, what's going on, little bit? My mom and my sister
tune in to all your shows. Let's clarify that.
Right, my sister's on all my shows too. Thanks a little bit. Please forgive me.
While we going over this though, I think I want to see. Are you going to talk about when you talk about hard times? People think of just financial, but I think it's a couple of hard times. It could be financial. It could be ideas. You know what they call it, writer's block. It could be you can have a time where it's just your business is just off the charts and all of a sudden it just hits the wall, like there's nobody coming in. It's not just financial, several different hard times that there could be.
Well, we really ain't covered, feel free to to bring it up. What I'm really doing is just giving ideas or things you can do when things get tough.
Okay.
So not necessarily, the particular things that can't happen financially, mentally, outside or whatever, but more so
mental,
how to adjust.
Depression, anxiety.
Yeah. And most of these are universal. So if it's financial, mental, outside family or whatever, these suggestions should cover most of those. Okay. So again, tonight's show, we're talking about how to keep your business open during hard times. And the first thing I want people to do is because when you're going through something like that, you go into work like, damn man, business doesn't stop. We were doing fine. It catches off guard so bad. You're trying to still run stuff, but it's a crazy spot to be in where you're trying to run stuff and fix stuff at the same time. And what happens is you be so consumed with running, it's hard to find time to fix.
Right.
So what I want to say, guys, the first thing is you got to stop and take yourself a deep breath. You got to take yourself a deep breath because stress really throw your whole damn thinking off. Because we got to get to a point really where we got to just either slow down or pump the brakes completely so we can fix what's going on. Right. Because again, when you running and fixing is very hard to do.
Okay.
And a lot of times people feel like they can multitask, but when you really got multitasking, it's not all going to be applicable. We talking about keeping the lights on and keep covering rent, things like that. Especially the key component, no money coming in. Right. So we got to stop for a minute, take a deep breath, and get to where we can just get to a happy place where you can sit down and think and meditate and figure it out, man. I don't know how many people look at snowfall, and I thought about myself. You know what I'm saying? Well, Franklin Saint, I think the plug done went off, and they dealing with what was the dude, Man Boy trying to take over. And everybody was just, what we gonna do? But everybody, he said, listen, y'all got something to say? Listen, just give me ideas.
Right.
I promise you. I know I done had that conversation. I promise you I will listen to any kind of constructive ideas you don't. If you ain't got nothing to say, just get the F out of my way and let me fix it like I always do.
Right.
And that's the thing, like you get to a spot where you can sit and think, because you're gonna be at all kind of, we'll be in a position where we need to do this, we need to do that, and you can't think.
Can't get it straight.
You're trying to keep it open, but you got to get to a spot. Another show I like, Peaky Blinders on Netflix.
Yeah.
And Andy Tommy, was he the lead one?
I can't remember his name, but Slick had me watching that. That was good.
Yeah.
And
she loved that show. Yeah, and there was a lot of times, man, You know, I know when the family that prohibition era, the family had got busted and everybody got locked up, the money started coming in. He'd just go walk in the woods and just get his thoughts together.
Yeah.
And then he came back, super blueprint, get him out of everything, get back on top of it. You got to get to a spot where you be able to think. It's very, very hard. Now, again, some people out here are expert jugglers, and those people you are employed by the circus. But what I'm saying to you, if you're not, you got to get yourself to a spot where you be able to think. So try to find that little place where you can sit down and meditate, get your thoughts together, and get yourself a plan, okay? You also got to accept the fact, it's very important, that you got to get ready to make some serious changes and some difficult decisions. You got to understand that you finna go to a point where you like, you hate to disappoint yourself, you hate to disappoint other people, you hate to hurt people, make people uncomfortable. But you got to come to that fact. We on step one, stop, take a breath. Accept the fact that you finna get ready to make some difficult decisions.
Okay.
And along with them difficult decisions, you got to face it that you're going to part ways with some things that are real near and dear to you.
Okay.
That might be some of your assets.
I'm gonna say people.
That might be your money, people, and time. Again, you gotta you come face to face with the whole fact that you are finna part ways with something that may be near and dear to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You might gotta lose that house. You might gotta let go of that building.
Right.
You might gotta stop because you know one thing about it in business, what everybody do. You see people, and I love it. I love it. So I'm not knocking it. Everybody get their business. Look, y'all, I got my LLC.
Right.
Everybody post their LLC. Okay, cool.
Right.
And they post their storefront. And they got a picture of their food truck. And you got to get rid of that food truck.
Right.
And go down to the West End Mall at the kiosk.
Right.
Hey, man, what happened to the truck? And let it go.
Right.
And don't be so, again, this is one captain that's not finna go down with the ship.
Right.
I'm jumping off.
I'm letting the ship go.
Yeah, let the ship go. Bye-bye.
Hit that iceberg on your own.
Exactly. Don't sit there and let pride kill your ass or lose everything you got trying to hold on to stuff. I'm trying to make sure ain't nobody leaving any comments and stuff. But you gotta get that fact. You finna lose some stuff that you really care about. You don't work hard about. You've been proud about. That hey, listen, we got to reorganize. We got to do some things and be able to do that. And the sooner you can come to that understanding with everything, you can move forward with a lot of stuff. Bet off. Because you trying to sit here and keep everything normal in abnormal times. Oh hell no, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. So either you gonna change it or life gonna change it for you.
Right.
And this is as a business owner, we constantly understand that the world evolves and changes of things that we can't control. We just need to understand how we can control things in our business. We're dealing with everything in the world.
Okay.
Laws change, rules change, regulations change, and you just gotta adjust. You just gotta adjust. Technology is EMF.
Yeah.
Huh?
Right.
You had the cassette man, the CD man.
Right.
I don't know what the hell kind of man you got now.
You
got that now.
You got nothing now. Well, you got to
what he
send you a we transfer file.
There you go. Yeah, he probably selling weed at 5 Point Flea Market. Oh no, man. I just thought about that, man. But you think about how you just had to adjust. And with doing it, man, life gonna have you do that. You just got to find another way to get your hustle on, another way to make money. And like I said, the longer you try to say, hold on to it, it's gonna be more and more difficult. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you, like I said, the sooner you can come to that understanding, the better off you'll be. Again, tonight we're talking about how to keep your business open during hard times. The second thing is, again, first we stop, take a deep breath. The second thing is, you got to make a plan. You got to make a plan, okay? This is the thing about when you're making a plan, okay? You got to understand that the key thing, and I talk about this all the time with plans change. So you got to be able to understand that your plan is going to change, and you got to make adjustments. So you still may say, I want to do 1, 2, 3 coming out of this situation. But as you're doing that, things are going to happen. Some comes and goes, pluses and minuses, where you're going to have to adjust your plan. So keep that in mind. You got to be somewhat flexible with doing that, where you're still trying to stay and in the bounds of the road while you're doing all this stuff. Okay,
Right.
you got to also make this is very important. Make sure you assess all your needs and wants. Make sure you assess your needs and wants. Look at it from this perspective, guys. When you sit there making that plan, when I say look at your needs and wants, you got to stop for a second, think about what do I have. We start thinking about things we got to keep and things we got to get rid of. What is making me money? Okay, what am I doing making me money? What do I currently have that hell it'll pay for itself?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't really got to worry about it. It's gonna still keep functioning and paying for itself. And another thing is what it just can't stay. That shit just was
Go
about
ahead.
to say like,
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you
you
finish.
know,
I'm gonna throw something in there when you
what
said
what
needs and wants. Go ahead.
what can't stay. We like, man, look, we trying to do this. It ain't bringing no money. I love it. I love it. This one of them things, but we just can't do it no more
Mm-hmm.
because it's just not even cost effective. Again,
Mm-hmm.
you're looking at again what was making money for you. Like, okay, it's making money. That's paying the bills, and what's paying the bills may not necessarily be what you wanted to do. What
Mm-hmm.
you want to do, then you got something to just sustain itself.
Right.
We ain't heard nothing, whatever. And then you got to look at what really got to go. You love doing it. That's your favorite. But look, man, we just can't do it no more.
Right.
It ain't even cost effective. It's really almost damn asinine to keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
You got to sit there and make that plan where you're doing that kind of analytical thing to it. Another part is the thought process, guys. You got to get this in your head. This is about survival. It's more about just as much about survival as it is profits. You got to be able to survive and get through everything. Y'all got to understand that when you in business and stuff, things done got slow, things done got rough. You don't hit that patch. You got to be able to survive. You're not always gonna be making profits and making money when you're surviving. So that's why you can't go into panic mode soon things get rough for you. You got to have that plan to be able to, be able to swim through it. Okay. Far too often, people when things ain't going the way they want to do, they start panicking and making panicking moves. But if you got your plan will help you adjust through it. Why you see that boat going through the ocean in the middle of a hurricane and stuff like that. You got to be able to go through them lumps and bumps. That's why it's so critical to have that plan. But you understand, big picture wise, this is about survival. Everything you ain't gonna be you're doing going through that process, you might not be able to make money for it. But if you look at the big picture and you have a big picture plan, you will survive everything. What you about to ask me, Lab? Or add to?
On the needs and wants part, do you
Mm.
think you should have another eye to
Ooh.
look at those needs and wants with you? Because we tend as business owners, as people in general, we tend to think we need everything we have, and we got to have one of those I forget what they call it, and the word kind of leaves me right now, but we got to have one of them eyes that say, hey man, you really don't need that. Like, that's not really making you money. You know what I'm saying? You got, and we think, oh, it make us money. No, everybody love it. Everybody love it. That's all they talk about when they come here. No, they don't. Yeah, they do. You get what I'm saying? You got to have that eye to help you decide and that's not prejudiced to everything. Don't want to keep everything. It's not everything to them is not so valuable and so precious that they can actually see that that's not making you money.
That's an awesome point you just brought up, Lab, and just what they said. Cause like Lab was saying, like sometimes you might, you can have a certain attachment, and you see things for what you see with your two eyeballs, but get somebody else to give you some added insight
Mm-hmm.
to just to see if to say, hey man, what you think is working for us really ain't. And I'm glad you brought it up because I didn't have that part of everything. However you come up with your plan, however you do it, is with you solely or you with your team. Like I always say, the president got a cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't 12 members in the cabinet? I think
Don't
it's
give me the
12.
line. I want to
But
say, yeah, that sound about right.
yeah, but whatever with that, you got Secretary of Commerce, Secretary of Defense, Secretary of State,
Mm-hmm.
all these people, agriculture. These are experts that they have the president handpicks, just like you got Parliament and all these other in the different countries. These are experts to help give extra insight on certain things. So you as the owner, him as the president, can make an informed decision with the data that they present to him. So to last point, I think that's an excellent idea if you can get people, because again, the plan. It could be
Mm-hmm.
your sole plan, or it could be a plan that you devise with people that can help you out. They can help you, give you information to make an informed decision. That's what
15 cabinet members.
15 cabinet members. There you go, free education.
That's
15
right.
members of cabinet, and having those people help you come with that plan. So the plan again, it don't have to be solely you. It can be you and your team, people. But again, guys, what I say, Get credible advice,
Mm-hmm.
not no feel advice.
Mm.
Not no feel advice. They had a lady come to me this week. She did her taxes earlier. She said, I went to my friend that did the TurboTax. I knew you were wrong.
Mm.
I said, well, that's $1 million question. Well,
Right.
what made me wrong? What make him right?
Right.
Well, I just feel because he gave me this number. I said, no, we don't deal in feelings. We deal in taxes.
Right.
I'm an accountant. I don't deal in that. Well, I just feel. We
Mm.
don't deal in feels, guys. When you get in business, you have your instincts, you have your hunches, and everything like that. But at the end of the day, facts are facts.
Right.
Opinions are opinions. Make sure you get people that's credible to help do it. Because again, feelings go our way. Feelings ain't gonna take you too far in business.
Right.
What you about to say, lad?
I was just laughing. He TurboTax.
Man,
You only been doing it for 21 years.
Man,
I'm just saying.
Lab, I don't get no arguments and stuff like that. And anybody entitled, but I asked $1 million question. Question never got answered. What made me wrong? What make him right? Because I can look at a return and see what I got in there, and if they got something different, okay, whatever. Because I have no problem. I'm not perfect, but I know I triple check everything. But again, if it's something different, he should be able to tell you what I did, or I can see what he did different. Like, so, okay, but I know what he didn't do.
Right.
I knew it without even asking. I knew what he did just by the numbers she gave him. So I knew it was different. But the whole point of her feelings.
Right.
So again, we have to make sure that but that's a great point, Lab. However you get, if you got some extra insight, somebody gives you extra information, make sure you get that. If you don't have that, if you can do it yourself, great. But make sure somebody's credible.
Right.
They can help you make an informed decision. Okay.
And not nobody that's gonna agree with you. Don't get somebody that's gonna always agree with you, like, give you what I knew I was right type thing. No, give you somebody who's gonna give you give you I forget. Dang it, my mind is so bad today. Get somebody who's not gonna say yes to you with everything you say. Somebody's gonna tell you no, that's not right.
Well, the most dangerous thing in business, you got a lot of people that gonna tell you everything gonna be okay, or just tell you, give you assurances that are false assurances. I think it looks good. I think it'll be all right, and they don't know no damn better. They just care about you. They love you, but they don't really know. They're just gonna say everything will be cool or whatever. You can run across me and say, well, Deontay's being negative. I'm not being negative. I'm being honest. You can take it how you want to take it.
Right.
I don't have a damn, bone in a fight. But once I tell you, hey, this is what's going on, you welcome to get somebody else to tell you. But I'm gonna go off, my experience and the data that presented to me. And a lot of times people want to go off who make them feel good.
Right.
And again, they will do that. They will make you feel good, but they're also going to be able to help you get in the right, go next level with everything. Mr. Short Dollar hooked me up with the grants. Hey, what's going on? I appreciate you tuning in. But like I said again, do me one favor. I promise you, stay to the end of the show. I open the floor up at the end of the show, and I'll be able to answer any question you may have concerning grants, loans, anything like that. Okay, I promise you guys. But again, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you tuning in. Just hold up. End of the show. I open the floor for everybody. Answer all questions that we got dealing with outside the show. I promise you I'll do that. But thanks again for tuning in. Again, tonight's show, we're talking about how to keep your business open during hard times. Just went through a couple steps. Got a couple more in regards to that. But again, right now we're streaming live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter. The main platform we have is a YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar, where we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and investing. Almost 400 videos on the YouTube channel. Go there. That's the main hub. Got a grant playlist with over 150 grants for you guys to take advantage of. You better make sure you go to that Mr. Short Dollar, go to the grants playlist. Over 150 grants that are active on the playlist and stuff. But as always, subscribe to that YouTube channel, hit the bell to get a notification each time we upload a new video. Now we're the third part is, guys, this is very, very important because a lot of people, especially if you haven't had any formal training in business. Well, I mean, my formal training in business has some kind of business education, right? And this is skipped a lot of times people just don't know. And that's to analyze the economy. A lot of times, if you haven't been trained, usually the only way you'll understand is if you have some kind of years of experience with doing it. You got to be able to analyze the economy. Like we talked about before, about the regulations, the rules, and things like that. You got to know what you can and can't do. Okay, period. What you want to do and what you're able to do, maybe totally different. Right. You see this all the time when people actually buy buildings and want to start a business up, and they do it ass backwards.
Right.
They get the building and all that kind of stuff, then they go down to zoning. You can't have that over here.
Right.
What you mean? I just bought this building. I can do what I want. It's my damn building. I own it. I can do what I want to do.
Uh-uh.
Huh? No
No,
hell.
no zoning
No, no, no,
laws.
no, 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 no.
We can't have a vape shop 15 feet
Yeah,
from school.
yeah. And we know, guys, there's no excuse for ignorance. I
Right.
didn't know. And they
Right.
just you just bought you a new $300,000 building
Build.
that you have no clue what to do
You
with.
better be a balloon
Yeah,
shop.
yeah. Shit. You gotta know what you can and can't do. That you gotta do that economic research to find out what you can and can't do, and you gotta figure out what is slow, what actually has slowed down and what is gone. That's very important. What I mean by what is slowed down and what is gone, some things may be cyclical. What I mean by cyclical, they just happen during certain times. You
Mm-hmm.
know, Christmas time. Some things sell at Christmas. Some things sell at Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
We know shorts and t-shirts sell in the summer. We
Mm-hmm.
know coats and all the other stuff sell in the winter. You got to know what you can and can't do, what doesn't stop, right?
Right.
Some like you have some things fashion wise, people just ain't interested in no more.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be trying to sell the stuff that people wearing 2 or 3 years ago. They just don't want it no
Right.
more. You know what you want to do and what people want, two whole
Two
different
different
things.
things.
You got to be able to navigate it, right? That's why you see certain brand companies they be able to survive and live the test of time because they keep designers and stuff like that. They kind of keep you know
Keep
keep
them
they in
ahead.
track. Yeah, exactly.
Keep them ahead of the
There
fold.
you go. There you go. Be innovative and adjust to the times and stuff like that. You got to
Mm-hmm.
be able to do that. So you got to understand that, guys. What is slow down and what just doesn't stop. You got to do that economic research to find out. How people money coming, how things, whatever. No, like I said, know those selling cycles and stuff. You have to be aware of that kind of stuff. Again, you normally, if you haven't had any kind of form of business training, those are things you may not look at unless you have had years of experience in a particular industry or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But for the most part, you got to be able to do that.
Well, we
You,
always say due diligence.
there you go. That homework, you really can't avoid not doing the homework. You got to understand that you got to leave your favorites alone because your favorites can be detrimental to survival.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to understand that. I understand you love your sweet potato pie,
Mm-hmm.
handed down for centuries. People used to like it, but they ain't into it no more. They
Right.
want sweet potato slushy or something. Shit, I don't damn know. You got to understand that. Like everybody love food trucks
Yeah.
now. Food trucks may not be the thing in a year or two. I know
Right.
it may be hard to comprehend, but it may not
They're
be.
gonna have Jerome delivering the food to
There
us in
you
a couple
go.
of years.
There you go. They may, I'm just saying, like you have to understand that,
Mm-hmm.
and the sooner you can kind of do that, you'll be okay. I remember just looking at you know, what 2015, we were. I was always because I have people work for me nationwide, and so we were using Google Hangouts. And Google Hangouts, this is early stages of Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Google Hangouts, that's when we used that a lot when I was in grad school. People, doing the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
tuning in team wise. I don't even know if Google Meets was working then.
No,
But
Google Meets didn't come doing the pandemic. Hangout was it.
yeah, yeah,
Hangout was like one of the first ones.
yeah. And so even then, because that was the way people used to stream
Mm-hmm.
on Google Hangouts before you could do a lot of stuff with even with YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But we was already doing stuff remotely and doing folks taxes and training and stuff like that. So when the pandemic hit, all your brick and mortar places like your H&R Block,
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Hewitt, and Liberty Tax, they couldn't do nothing. They had to shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Majestic was a little different.
It's still doing its thing.
Because I put money into Facebook ads. You can look at this back in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got remote services. You just send your stuff to us.
You said it on this
Well,
show.
your boy made a little money.
Yeah.
My bad look ass. I would do for some damn help.
Right.
I would do for some shit. Some damn good luck.
Right.
My damn everything going wrong. Shit. God just said, look here.
Let me bless you a little
God,
bit.
like I've been hanging on you. All right, Poochie, I'm going to throw you a rope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What they call that? They're doing terrorists waterboarding me. They're
waterboarding you.
Shit, I would do for some damn look.
Right.
So
right.
again, being able to adjust and doing thinking outside the box, I was able to pivot. So that's why I want everybody to understand. It's all about when you have those changes to the economy, you got to be able to react and pivot to it. Don't be so stuck with your business. This is what we do and this is how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Things change.
Always.
Things change. And when you got that whole bureaucratic, stoic view of how your organization runs or how your business runs, you can get caught up real quick. because like I said, technological advances and any kind of innovation or changes come around, shit, in the blink of an eye.
Right. Change everything.
Blink of an eye. People living on their damn phones right now.
Whoever would thought that?
Come on
when
now.
when you was telling folks, man, you on my daytime minutes.
Just think where we at right now.
Videoing on the phone. We videoing on phones now.
Video on the phone, but even just like going to these venues like the trap beats and stuff like that, nobody want, like year before, they just wanted cash.
Right.
And like now, everybody, like, okay, let me pay for my ticket virtual or whatever. So even when you go somewhere and they don't want cash, well, who the hell want cash?
Right.
They don't carry cash anymore.
Nobody.
So you figure like now, if you're not even set up with Google Pay or any kind of peer-to-peer or payment process to transfer money, you got Zelle or Cash App, you kind of folk looking at you kind of funny.
You behind the 8 ball.
Yeah. Don't make it right or wrong, but you gotta understand, if more people want money this a certain way, you gotta be able to accept it and be able to accommodate that. Because y'all know y'all come to Majestic, I take your money anyway. Well, I gotta wait till I get this. I gotta wait. I cannot wait. I only got checks. So I don't give a damn. I take checks. I take your card, your check, everything. It ain't no. And that's why I say to people like, I only take cash. I only do this, that, and that. You limit yourself.
Yeah.
No. I don't give a damn.
You got to count how many customers walk away when you say I only take.
And you gotta be realistic with that. Like everybody different. And then we're in a world right now, and it's not costing you anything. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go through all that. Okay, well, you ain't paying you.
Yeah, we talk about that country that's accepting Bitcoin now as a form of payment for everything.
That's some stuff.
Yeah.
What we headed to, Lab? What the hell we headed?
We're heading to a paperless, all digital currency. Trust me. There will be no 5 years, all digital.
It take me back to over 20 years ago when me and my boys,
just a young buck.
When I was stationed in Germany, went to Amsterdam and went down the legendary red light district.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
You better take a Bitcoin on the red light district.
They will. They will. Trust me. One profession that is adaptable. The red light district.
When that red light district. Boy, I tell anybody, but that was an experience right there. You go in there, get you anything you want. They wanted their damn Deutsche marks then. Give me my Deutsche. No. You would give my money. boy, what times have changed and stuff. The fourth thing, that was third one, that was analyze the economy. The fourth one is, and this is very, very important. This is where we start having some painful stuff. Again, we start talking about losing your assets and stuff like that. But this one we go to something that's probably a little bit more personal for people, is analyzing you and your team. Analyzing you and your team. Nobody, again, I can say it ain't difficult for me. Not that I don't care, but I understand, it business ain't that personal. But nobody want to lay nobody off.
True.
Nobody don't want to sit here and do that and everything like that. Now I am the captain. That, like I said, before the ship sank and I lose my stuff, we got
somebody got to walk the plank.
Hey. I ain't but I understand that. But even me, I don't want to go that way. But you got to do that analysis of yourself. Your whole you and your team, and so you got to start with yourself first. And you got to say to yourself, what do I need to change? What do I need to adjust with myself? What I got to add and what I got to let go? Do I need to take less money home? Do I need to do personally a couple more things that I might be paying somebody to do? What do I need to do with myself? We're talking about from an owner perspective, people. We're talking about from an owner perspective. Remember the night show, we're talking about how to keep your business open during a hard time as an owner. What could you be doing more? Because, guys, I am always talking about, in order for your business to grow, you got to learn how delegation works. You got to understand how, be realistic about what you can do from your personal capacity, because you only got 2 arms and 2 legs. Your business will never go next level until you start outsourcing, doing other things, having other people do other things for you, rather. But when you start going through difficult times, that when you got to start making them assessments in regards to certain things, take away some perks, take away some different stuff that you may be providing. But you first got to start with that man in the mirror, the man or woman in the mirror, whoever that business owner is, and just say, okay, what do I need to fix with me first? What kind of changes? Like I said, if If you got to take a little bit of your money away, put in a little bit more work or something that you may have been paying somebody else to do, you got to start with yourself first. Don't sit here and just try to impact other people, because again, you still got a psychological component about it.
Right.
And we in a damn a society right now where people don't give. I don't know what the hell. People don't want to work at all now. So I don't know what the hell they doing.
Right.
They might have went to the red light district.
Not enough money to be made at that.
Yeah. So
can't be a CEO working for somebody else.
So you already got a shortage of damn employees. And if the people feel like, okay, hell, you about to lay me off, ain't no loyalty. Ain't no, well, the guys that these girls ain't loyal.
But you know what that has created, though? That has created that to its credit, that has created where the employers are having to pay a little bit more money per hour. I looked on Amazon and they didn't have no job less than $18-20 an hour.
Yeah. Well, the inverse is, I pay more on payroll, I got to increase my prices. That's why we have like a big upcharge in prices. That's how you adjust with, from an economic standpoint, because we all know in business, your number one expense is payroll. So that's one of the first things people don't understand why layoffs happen a lot of times first when things get rough, because that is the number one expense. The problem come up is you go from a staff of 10 to 5, and if you don't adjust that 5's pay, and you got them damn stressed out doing what you had 5 more other people doing, that's when you got people quitting on you and moving. So you got to be smart. That's why I said we got to adjust our team. You got to make sure that you don't let go of somebody that will be helpful to you big picture wise.
Right.
Because we all know we got 1 or 2 people that might be working for us like, hey, that's a bad girl, that's a bad boy. Like they doing all that above and beyond stuff.
Right. Without me
asking. Yeah. So I really don't need to let them go.
I gotta take care of them.
Yeah, exactly.
But
so
we got Raheem over there.
There you go.
He come in late.
Yeah.
He always on the phone talking to his baby mama.
But to that point, even if you got that person that might be coming late, but if they that dog, you got to be serious, big picture wise,
right?
How to do it, because sometimes theoretically you can look at it how a lot of times I talk, the whole math ain't working. But sometimes the people component, that person from a production standpoint does more than other folks.
Right.
So I got to kind of think.
Right.
Man, he nice. That guy nice, but he don't work like the butt over there.
Right.
That joker there's an a-hole. But
he come in late, but
he a producer. Exactly. And you got to think though. So I say, we got the math side of it, but then we got the common sense side of it. Now, you know what I'm saying? You got to make that, and that's why
I don't think larger companies think that way though, and that's the way to think, because even if he coming in late, his work is done and he doing more work. He just come in late and so he might be on the phone, but his work still gets done. You get what I'm saying? He still does what he's supposed to do, and he does it to the best of his ability.
The thing with that though, Lab, is that people don't, to me, train their management to understand that. I think sometimes you have larger companies, people on a certain executive level. Can we start thinking about it, guys? What's the difference between the owner and the CEO? The owner just owns the business. The CEO is more of a strategical planning person and all that. But people like throwing out damn titles they really don't understand.
Right.
So when you come with that old executive, CEO, CFO, those are more strategic people. They understand that kind of stuff, but an owner may not get it because he ain't looking at it. But just like if you stop and think for it from a production capacity standpoint of an individual, everybody got a different way that you got to look at them. And you get caught up into bodies, you can find yourself in a bad spot. You have to accept, guys, as funky as it sounds, you got to accept laying people off and get rid of people as part of doing business. I mean, you just got to accept that. Nobody want people to go through stuff. I understand people got bills, people got
families,
health issues, families, all kind of stuff going on. But you gotta, when you go into business, you gotta accept, hey, that's the dirty side of it. That's the dirty side of it. And I think the thing that probably helped me be successful, it probably military background where, used to making some tough decisions like, hey man, that part of it. It's not it business ain't that personal.
Right.
You ain't trying to hurt nobody, but it's just part of it. And the sooner you can come to these kind of realizations, you'll be able to survive hard times. But a key thing is you got, when you start laying people off, to the point we even going back, bringing back the point of analyzing a person that may be an a-hole and looking at their production. You got to be realistic about the impact of these changes too. So when you go from a staff of 10 to 5, even though it's going to save you money, what is the impact going to be? Maybe a reduction in the quality of service, maybe a reduction in quality. And that can be just the delivery of it. You got slower times, wait times, and stuff like that. Because what you see this right now in a lot of restaurants, you went from getting served when you had right the proper capacity, people can get in and out in a matter of minutes. Now they're waiting half an hour or an hour or two to get something because you're not at the optimum capacity for staffing. So you gotta understand when you start making these kind of changes and cutbacks to do this, what are all the impacts are going to be outside of you able to save some money. Your service can be impacted with that. So, like I said, the guy you don't like, if he's delivering and producing, you may have to take and think about, man, I really don't. Whatever, we want to get rid of him, but we got to keep him because it's not gonna be that drop. Yeah, he producing. It ain't too big, a bigger drop off in services, because what happens is when mathematically it looks okay because we let some people go, but if people ain't getting what they normally accustomed to getting, hell, they renege and go somewhere else. And so now you sit now, you got a lower payroll, you're operating at a lower cost, but you ain't getting more money in, you're getting less money in because
the business.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to really be thinking about this stuff. You got to sit there. That's why I say being able to strategize and think is so important. You can't go with what you feel. You got your instincts, I get it, but you got to use the facts, common sense, and be able to analyze the information in front of you. Because again, when stuff start getting rough and cold, it's easy to start panicking. You got to make sure that you're being very, very thoughtful during that process again.
But most people start businesses based on what they feel. They feel that they can sell these shirts better. They feel that this fried chicken is the best. They feel, saying that this neighborhood can sustain a business selling $200 jeans. They feel that.
Yeah. Just like everybody.
It's always a feel.
Yeah, just like everybody think they smart when they got money in their pocket.
Right.
But about dumb as hell soon as they go broke.
Right.
I don't know what I need to do. That when they go knocking at my door. Like, I'm an accountant. I'm a consultant. I ain't no damn magician.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But we talk about why everybody think a celebrity has the philosophical key to success. We'll listen to the Rick Rosses and DJ Khaled's about how they successful, and they'll give you motivational speeches on their Instagram. But the honest thing gonna say, man, I was just lucky. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think there's a lot to learn from those guys, from what they have, because they have had some degree of success. But a lot of times people really don't understand that they know what they know. And there's a lot, that could be a lot, but that may not be applicable to your situation.
Right.
And a lot of times people get lost with that. That's why we had earlier today, I did a live stream on Change Your Lives. What exactly is affordable housing? Because that's what I was saying. I was saying it was what was it? The new way to trick black people. Because in the community, all these people talking about you have a politician or a celebrity say, look, we're going to build this stuff and we're going to rebuild it. We're going to squeeze out your neighborhood and rebuild everything and provide affordable housing. But then you find out the question come up next, after everything's built and they start listening, who the hell is it affordable to? You never hear a number attached to it. The word that used to be understood better was what? Low income housing. Because you knew then that was attached to a certain income level, whatever. So to mask it, so we're going to say we don't want low income in there. They saying we're going to have affordable housing to keep black folks quiet. Like, okay, cool. They're going to have it, and everybody, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, they're going to have affordable housing. Yeah, it's affordable if you're damn making $100,000 a year, right. $150,000. Exactly. But people don't ask that because, again, the words that are used to kind of cover it up. There you go. We can't avoid numbers.
And affordable is generally what the area can sustain as affordable. I mean, if the area is going up, if at one point the house was $50,000, but now the minimum household income and minimum household price is $200,000, that's affordable for that area.
Yeah, it's affordable is a relative word.
Right.
That's a relative word. Like we always say, you're making good money. Good money to who? I remember I was told that, boy, you sure you're gonna leave that job? I left the railroad. You sure they gonna pay you good money? I ain't want good money. I want the white boys' money. I know shit.
I want that 30-year
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
I
they
want
paying what
that
they paying
engineer
them.
money. When I
Yeah.
worked there, they was like, you make good money. Nah, I want engineer money.
Hell no, no.
Back in the early 2000s, they were making $40 an hour. I want
Yeah.
that money.
Yeah, exactly. But you ain't gonna get that because you know, people want to put a little pacifier in your mouth,
Right.
so because you're getting decent wages and stuff. So you gotta always understand that, guys. But be very realistic about the impact of some of these certain decisions, especially when it comes to staffing. Okay. Again, tonight show we're talking about how to keep your business open during hard times. The next thing I want to tell you guys is you got to make an assessment and count your cash. What I mean by count your cash, guys, is that you gotta stop when you that whole part where you pumping the brakes and reassessing everything and making your plan. You gotta look at your cash. You gotta look how much money you have on hand. You gotta know what the hell you have, and that's from a cash perspective. What you have in all your accounts. Also knowing how much money you got um, in before I go blank, available credit wise. Got to know how much you got available on all your credit cards, your lines of credit. Review all your payable terms you may have to certain vendors. Certain folks may have terms of 30 net 30. You might have to go back and hey, look, we gotta do next 60. Give me that for 3 months, whatever. You got to be able to assess how much money you have and how long you can stay afloat. I'm referencing the show again. Snowfall. You know, when it froze all his accounts, he was just like, look, you know, and man, you know, they have some good writers because again, that was something you really had to stop for. You know, he looked at look, all right, right now that I'm froze all my accounts, how much money we got to stay afloat? His girl was like, look, with this, that, and then we make and run for a couple weeks. You gotta be able to stop for a second when things get slow. Look, assess yourself, like stop, man. Okay, I ain't getting that coming in with the way we running. What I got.
Right.
And how can I make a plan in regards to what we have? You gotta do that, guys.
That's inventory too. You gotta count that inventory too.
You got to.
Right.
If you got to sell whatever, and these are all your parts, your assets. We start looking at it. What do you have and everything? Because you got to start sharing and getting rid of stuff. You got to know what you have, guys. You have to. Don't go on feelings. Don't go on emotions. Don't go on what you think or what you heard, and don't be afraid to look up stuff and see something that you may don't really want to see. You've been making so much money, but if your bank account don't reflect that in terms of profits or in terms of cash sitting there, don't be afraid to look at it. Don't be afraid to say, okay, do that and all that kind of stuff, because once we become knowledgeable of something, now we're accountable.
Right.
People don't want to be accountable because they like saying, I don't know, I didn't know, whatever, and feel like that's going to protect them, or people are going to feel sorry for them or understand it better. Damn that. You got to know what the hell you got going on, because once you know what you have for a cash perspective, what you have on hand, or credit availability, you can properly plan accordingly. Without that, you just really just just shooting the breeze, just trying to whatever. You cannot do that. Okay.
Will B said, "Hey,
what's up, Will B? My baby boy, my baby boy tuning in."
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah. I tell you, Will B, hey boy, your brother's gonna be working for you, brother.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man. Your brother's gonna be working for you. They think I be playing that. Your little brother, bad boy, my baby boy, Will Burton.
That's right.
Shout out to Will. We'll get ready for a talent show.
Oh, okay.
Will is gonna do do a character art in a talent show. Like he's just gonna freestyle.
Okay.
And just like you might be a judge. He gonna freestyle draw you.
Okay.
And everything like that. You see the brother doing that, so that Will be gonna be doing. So he been practicing with that.
He been practicing.
Will be a bad boy. My baby boy bad, man. My baby boy bad. Yeah, we'll be getting ready for a talent show. What's up, baby boy? I'm glad you tuned in. We're discussing, how to keep your business up when times get hard. The last one I want to go over, guys, and it's kind of like what me and Lab was talking about. We kind of alluded to early in the show with different things. Make sure you get advice, credible, sound advice. They can be any kind of professional, accountant, consultant, lawyer, project manager. I'm going blank on the guys because I'm thinking about this brother helped me like years ago. Get your architect with some kind of professional, somebody that's going to give you some kind of sound advice in regards to be able to navigate through that. Just get some person that's going to get you and tell you the right way to do it or a informed way to do it, as opposed to an emotional way. Okay, talk to your mentors, talk to people. Like I said, the reason I feel like I'm in the position I am right now in life is that I always looked at the people that where I wanted to be and where I want to be a certain spot, and I wanted to talk to them. Most of the time, they sat down, young blood, let me holler at you, this, that, and that, and they understood things are different from when they probably made their money or when they had their success. But I was humble enough to go to them and say, "Look, man, give me some game.
Right.
Go talk to them, get them mentors, sit down with them. If you got to give them some change, spend that money."
Mm-hmm.
Spend that money. Spend a little money now so you don't lose a lot of money later. Get you some mentors. Talk to them people. Join some peer groups. Get in them Facebook groups. Get in them YouTube groups. Go on and bounce some ideas. Everybody going through the same stuff.
That's right.
Talk to each other. Kind of bounce it out. Figure it out with everybody. You be surprised, man. People going through the same stuff. Hell, y'all have a group hug and a cry session.
That's right.
And navigate. But definitely get sound, credible, informed advice, guys. Again, I want to have a discussion with you guys in regards to, how to keep your business open during hard times, guys. Again, this is the Dollar Hour. I am Deontay Burton, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. Again, we stream live tonight on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter. And again, the main hub is the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel, close to 400 videos on the YouTube channel. Guys, please go there. No matter what platform you're looking at right now, go to the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel, subscribe, make sure you hit that bell to get a notification each time we upload a new video. Over 150 grant opportunities for you guys. A lot of great information regarding, loans, financing, operations, management, and guys, most importantly, tax season over. So I'm going to be dropping videos. It's over now. I be coming here, man, laugh like, man, y'all ain't pooch your hell no. Shit, man.
You look tired.
Yeah, shit. Ain't no damn look. Shit. I read.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But with that said, I'm making a focal point to make sure I'm giving you guys over delivering with all the great information. I'm super excited about that. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna open up the floor. If anybody got any questions outside of what we talked about now, I'll open the floor up to you guys. And I know what's this? Please forgive me, Marshak04 was saying Mr. Short hook me up with the grants. Like I said before, make sure you go to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short. We got over 150 grant opportunities with it. We got a lot more to come. Even with grants, guys, real quick, I did the live stream of a previous video I had, basic requirements, most grants require. Most of the grants that we have on Mr. Short Dollar, guys, keep in mind, those are what I call quote unquote simple grants. Even some of the grants may be $500,000, $10,000, $50,000 grants. Most of those grants are pretty simple to apply for. In regards to the information that I share those grants, and most of them for major corporations, Coke, Amazon, Johnson, things like that, KKR. Those are major companies that are sharing those grants. So I provide that. So you don't necessarily quote unquote need a grant writer. You can always use that Fiverr link for a freelance writer to help you articulate some of the responses better. But I always say two things when you're looking at grants outside of what we provide. I always look at grant opportunities. I use the inside out technique. And what I say about that is you go to what's closest to you. So reach out to your local municipalities, that be at the city or the county level. Most of your local city and counties, they get pre-funded for different grants for local businesses in the area. And they don't advertise. So you can call your local economic development or your business license office, what kind of grants you guys have, and reach out to them. Your county and your state also have the same grants. The key with these grants, I'm gonna say this again, guys, because again, I had one of my old live streams, because you guys know on Wednesdays we do Rewind Wednesday, where I play one of my previous videos, kind of give you guys some insight. This is one of my hour-long shows. You guys got to make sure, because when I post some of these grants, people are like, you got to have an employee, you got to be in business year two. I mean, nobody. You have to have, number one, have a business, not a damn idea. Well, people have these comments like a startup. A startup is a new business, not an idea. So you have to have a business first. Nobody's going to give you money just because you got an idea. You may have some kind of think tanks and different little what they call them, lab think tanks, and God, I forgot what you call them. Where you incubators, where you may have like different ideas and they get you together and all that kind of stuff. But for you to go through those kind of processes, they're grueling. They may want you to be tied up for a couple months, but for the most part, you got to be in compliance with a certain thing to meet the grant requirements. That whole thing with the SBA when they were just giving out this money for grants and stuff, that's not how grants work. Yeah, exactly. So I tend to not give the grants that's on grants.gov. I try to make it give opportunity to accessible to most of your moms and pops. But you can go to grants.gov and apply for those grants. But keep in mind the requirements are going to be a whole lot more stricter with doing it. But the key thing is you still have to be in compliance. You got to have your ducks in a row. Be incorporated, have be an actual business, tax ID number, business account, those kind of things. You got to have that stuff. Go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube. I got tons of videos how to start your business. Check out that video about the basic business blueprint, the 13 steps on how to start your business, going from the idea of the business, incorporation phase, all the different things from a marketing and advertising standpoint you would need for a business. Check out that video, Basic Business Blueprint on Mr. Short Dollar. But you got the key with these grants, guys, y'all. Too many people getting turned down for these grants because you ain't got your stuff together. So when I see these comments, well, you gotta have this, nobody can give you no damn money for the hell of it.
For free.
It don't work like that.
You gotta have some skin in the game.
Yeah, I had the comments, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. And here's the thing about it. Most of the time, hell, you can just go get that instead of responding back to like that. Go get you one.
Mm-hmm.
If they want you to have a social media page, and
go make one.
Yeah, everybody always doing sexy pictures on Facebook and YouTube. Take you some sexy pictures of your cake, of your plumbing work. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever the grant is required to do.
Come on now,
see if you can do it.
You can't major in the minor. If you really want that money, ain't no way in the hell you finna tell me if you give me $10,000, I need to set certain things. Gonna do it. Gonna do it. You ain't losing nothing. You ain't losing nothing at all. You got everything to gain. Remember what I said, because people say all the time, well, I always apply and I never get it. And
reapply.
Hey, but what I'm saying, you got 100% chance of not getting it when you don't apply. You got a 50-50 chance to get it when you apply.
Right.
I mean, if that's simple for everybody to be successful, we just talked earlier about Elon Musk and these guys sitting in a room bathing at YMCA. That's the thing about it. You got to have that mentality. You gonna try to get money in all kind of ways.
For years.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. If you are holding your idea up for your business, and the only reason why you never start your business up because nobody didn't give you no money, your ass didn't want that damn business.
Right.
You didn't want that damn business. Ain't no way in the hell. Because when you really want your business, you're gonna make it happen. You're gonna make it happen. If you get assistance, you get help, good.
Right.
But if you don't, that's just gonna make your journey a little bit more difficult. But you know what it's gonna do? It's gonna make you a better business owner in the grand scheme of things. But all that stuff where I can't do it, I try to get funding first. Shit. Hey man, come on, man. Hey, exactly. Why the hell I'm gonna give you some money? You proving that you have not proven that you make money,
right?
Or you sit there proving that you don't do nothing but successfully lose money.
Right.
What the hell incentive do I have to give you my money?
Investments is to make money.
Yeah, I mean nobody's just going. That's not how the world works. That's not how it works. So you got to sit here and get some skin in the game and understand that everybody's journey, everybody's path is going to be different. So make sure, March Echo 4, again, appreciate you tuning in. But go to check out that business blueprint, but definitely check out the videos in regards to growing your business, starting your business, grant requirements, things like that. There's a lot of great information on the YouTube channel, but please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and share the information. Tell as many people as possible to check out the channel because there's a lot of great information there, a lot of great information to come. But the whole advent of grants, I always just want to just help you guys. I don't get no kind of kickback or anything. There's nothing that comes to me for that. I just want you guys to go there and take advantage of it because I can't explain the whole damn grant on a TikTok video or a little Instagram video. You just go there and check it out, and you got to read all that stuff. What are the requirements? You take your ass to the damn video and read it.
All grants have requirements.
I get nothing from that. I feel warm and fuzzy on the inside when I see people, starting their business up, following their dreams. Brother, I appreciate you. I did this, that, and that. That would make me feel good. I'm cool. I'm 21 years in the game. Hey, listen, tax season over. Your boy finna chill. Your boy finna chill now. So I'm sitting there giving you the game just like the game was given to me. And I didn't always get the game the way I liked it. I was told, now Poochie, that's effed up. No, that's the wrong idea. I didn't like it, but I came to them people for a reason. So at the end of the day, I can sit here and argue with somebody that gave me business advice about nah, or I can shut the hell up and take that advice and make the situation applicable to mine.
Right.
You know, that's the thing about it. If you knew what to do all the time, you wouldn't come to nobody. I say it all the time, man, if you know what to do, why the hell we on the phone?
Right.
Right? And that's the truth. And that goes for you or me. When I go to people asking for advice, I got to shut the hell up. Now, at the end of it, I say, man, that was some good advice, but I really can't use that for my. I can say that, but I can't have no conversation where I'm just no, combative the whole damn time.
Right.
That ain't how it goes. That's not how it goes.
Right.
So the key with these grants, guys, I'm telling you, people are really getting denied or not even getting an opportunity because you ain't got your ducks in a row. A grant, a startup, you gotta have your bid and start. You gotta have some kind of skin in the game. Nobody, it's gonna be very, very hard for somebody just to fund your idea. You got to show somebody that. A great show for people to look at is Shark Tank, because at the end of the day, it tells you. You see these people that want to know, what's their idea? What are you doing already? How you doing it? And they'll fund your idea.
You got.
Yeah, because they know you don't put
for the future.
Yeah, but you've put something into it as opposed to I need some money because I want to do that. Man, you be shit.
The biggest thing they always say is, "Are you still working?" If you still working, they tend to back off because they don't feel like you have everything. They don't feel like you have you're not 100% sure about the business. So,
well, I'm gonna say this, Lab. I'm a firm believer in. I do believe, keep your damn day job. Just things get to a certain point. But it's still, I do think most importantly, you got to make sure you got some kind of skin in the game. Because I see you got some level of commitment. I understand that you been able to hold down what you got going, and you really trying to make a change.
right.
But you just throwing out an idea for a business and you have never done it before. You nickel and diamond with it. Now, people ain't gonna feel too comfortable putting that behind you.
Right.
But they see you done made some sacrifices and stuff like that. Okay, cool. I can feel comfortable. I feel this person trying to do it as opposed to their words, because like we sitting there talking now. When things get rough and you quit and you go back with your job, and I done lost my damn money because you told me you were gonna be able to do certain things with it. That's what burned them bridges.
Right.
In reality, that's not how the world works.
True.
You got to get out of this damn disaster mentality. That's not how these damn grants work. That's not how these loans work.
That's right.
If you want to be a true business owner, whatever, you're gonna sit here and learn how to navigate with all that. Are you willing to sit here and burn your 401k? Are you willing to sit here and just look, maybe pay your mortgage late, pay your car note late, because you got to cover this, that, and that, but you got to plan on how to figure it out. Whatever you're gonna do, you sitting there saying, look, I know it's gonna be a difficult road, but I'm gonna make it happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, I don't never get tight with money, but everything like that. But I understand how that whole September to December it's getting tight. But I know come February, hey, what is it? Where the money resides? It come back.
Let the floodgates open.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Be up there throwing axes. So you got to be prepared for that. Anybody got any questions on? None. None whatsoever. Nobody got any other question, business related, grant related, loan related, anything like that? Good to go. Well, listen, guys. Listen again, man. Your boy got some rest this weekend. I had a blast with you guys. Going to have an awesome opportunity. Guys, you guys know I'm a board member for 100 Black Men South Metro. We have our annual celebration of excellence next Saturday, May 7th. That next Saturday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to have that. That's our annual event. You can also go to Google 100 Black Men South Metro. You want to make a donation, on behalf of Mr. Short Dollar, Deontay Burton. Anything is accepted. $1, $2, $1,000, $10,000. We got sponsorship available. And if you need further information, just reach out to me and stuff. Great calls. We do a lot of great mentoring with the young men in the community and stuff, and anything helps. But again, continue to support Mr. Short Dollar. Got a lot of great information coming down the pipe for you guys. I love you guys again. Thanks for all the love and support for Mr. Short Dollar, also for changing lives. I promise you, I'm going to deliver a lot of great information to you guys in 2022. So whatever platform you just check this out on, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, I forgot anything, Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell you guys again, thanks for tuning in tonight. Love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Be safe out there, and I'll talk with you soon.